till it ain't the same. I used to do it when I was in high school. Now I'm trying to tell you, I just, woo-hoo! Welcome back. Team No Excuses presents the Ray Lewis Show. I'm telling you, Sugar used to get it now back in the day. I used to, people say, can you dance? Dance. Man, I was dancing when dance wasn't dancing. I'm trying to tell you. Welcome back. If this is your first time, buckle up. Listen, just excited. Life is absolutely amazing when you're in the business of helping people, when you're in the business of just inspiring people. People ask me every day, why do you keep doing what you're doing? Why do you keep training? Why do you keep doing this? And I said, somebody got to be the example of what you do every day of your life to make this world better. Be the example of that. Checking in. My mother may be one of the funniest people ever. She's just the funniest people ever. Like when I see my mother's call, I'm like, okay, if I'm going to ride my bike, I'm going to have to block out at least 20 minutes because she's going to say 20 minutes. She's going to say the same thing 3 times, but then she's going to bring me all the way back home to leave me with one point. Junior, go get your bike ride in and call me later to say the exact same thing. With that being said, my mother makes me so freaking happy. She is the funniest woman alive. And when I want to laugh or when I want to be happy, I just call my mother because she always got, even if she's serious, it's always hilarious to hear my mother. And with that being said, I want to go into championship mentality this week. Coach, get in here because this week is a good week, man. It's like, it's me bringing one of my best friends in, my brother of the last 20 plus years, and talking about like what makes you happy and smile every day, brother. Like, what's up, man? What's up? I'm just glad to see you, man. It's just a good day, no matter what's going on. I give it to the Lord and we just moving on. Today's a good day. Coach, what's up, man?
Hey, man, good to be here, man. You talk about a good point today, man. You're talking about happiness and what makes you smile. And that's a good principle for us to park at today. And that's really identifying those things and or people that make you happy, like really happy. Like for me, it's my family, it's my daughter. For me, it's working out. That makes me happy. For me, when I see my clients get results and become better people, man, that makes me happy. We're challenging our team today to write down in those comments at least 3 or 4 things that make you happy. It sounds simple, but we talked about the last couple of weeks, the state of a sad world. And so it's so important for us to identify those things that truly make you happy. Again, mine, family, mine working out, mine is my clients, mine is my relationship with God, my relationship with my brothers, man, and I focus on that. But identify, write them down, share with us the things that make you happy.
Yeah, and you're right, bro. Like, listen, man, let's not even be long-winded today. It's simple. What makes you happy, man? Like, jot these things down so you come back to them and you can see them time and time again. For me, bro, sunrises, you know this. You know this. You've been
wow.
You know this, right? Sunrises, sunsets, training, reading my Bible, and walking around the house. My girl think I'm crazy. I'm walking around the house, singing, like the birds, you know. And it's like it's this thing. Like singing really makes me happy. It really makes me happy. I love singing. Like I would hit a tune. How I've been around.
Don't
It's
worry
just
about it.
singing. Coach, I got some harmony in me. You know, I sung in the choir my whole life, you know. But it's something has to make you smile every day. And training for me, just like you said, right? Riding a bike for me, I'm on my bike at times, bro, and I get into my bike and I feel a certain type of pain and I just smile. I smile through the pain. I'm like, this feels so freaking good that I can get out and just do this, right? Another thing I tell you that makes me smile every day is every day that I read a quote or read somebody's message that says, you helped change my life. You gave me something different. I'm gonna tell you something. This is why I love laughter. If you laugh because it's the instant vacation. You ever laugh so hard where you forgot exactly where you were? Right? Like when I laugh really hard, my brain starts to hurt, and I just totally forget where I am. But it's a mini vacation, and you actually don't know, right, how therapeutic laughter really is.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
you can't get it any clearer than what the Bible said. It said laughter is medicine for the soul.
medicine.
So imagine if your soul is tired or your soul is sick.
Mhm.
Like you really have to ponder and take a deep breath and ask yourself, when the last time I laughed?
Right.
Who am I around? We talked about last week. If you around a crew that you're trying to build trust with and accountability and y'all never laugh,
Oh boy,
it's just
wrong crew.
you gotta have those things and you gotta identify them the day we're writing them down. Why are we doing that? Because
Right.
we need that in this world. Like some certain comedians right now, this their time to shine. Why? Because they solving a problem. It's a sad world and they making you laugh. You'll pay big money to go see a comedy show because that's how good it makes you feel. They're actually solving a problem. And so as we move on in our championship mentality, man, just remember you got to have some fun along the way. And you got to ask yourself, when the last time you laughed and who was you around and what did you laugh about? When the last time you smiled? Are you around people every day you not smiling? When you smile, people be like, oh, you smile today. Man, it's a sad world, and that's why we're focusing on those things as you write them down. 3 or 4 of those things that make you happy. Now, intentionally focus on them sometimes. Intentionally do them more. I don't care if it's knitting and yarning. For somebody else, that brings them peace and happiness. Do it more. Do more of the things that make you happy. Do more of the things that make you smile. Do more of the things that make you laugh. Why? Because we've already talked about the last couple of weeks, the state that the world is in.
Yeah.
I'm sad. You sad. We get together. We sad. We having a pity party. Everybody crying. Yeah. No, man, is there something we could be grateful for? Is there something that we could smile about? And if not, we need to look for it. And so that's my take for the day, brother. It's a sad world once again. And if I don't find myself smiling or laughing, how you got a pretty smile and don't smile? How you got a beautiful smile, young lady, but you never smile?
Right.
Look at your smile, but you never laugh. The world will make you cover up your smile. The world will make you cover up your laughter. But it's a $1 billion business for people that's making people laugh. What we're saying is that you don't have to go pay for a comedy show to smile and have laughter. Just identify those things, and then eventually, wow, they bring you joy. And joy is that constant state of contentment. And so that's our principle for the day. That's my take, my brother.
Man, appreciate the small miracles we find all around us. Spending time with my brothers, sitting in the house, laughing all day long. Man, let me tell you something. It's priceless. But you remember this, and I created this years ago. I said, my smile represents my past, and my heart represents my future. That way you'll never know what I'm thinking. No matter where I am, you'll never know what I'm thinking, because honestly, I do this every day when I get on my bike, right? It's like I started feeding for it. It's like you are one ride away from a good mood.
Wow.
Like you can change your whole day
Yeah.
by just doing something that brings you out of your comfort zone, bro. Like even if it's something bad, right? Like even the time when we was in the house in Baltimore, and you got on the four-wheeler and you wanted to go ride the four-wheeler, and you and you come back in the house, and I knew something was wrong as soon as you walked in the house. And I went outside. I said, man, what happened, coach? I said, coach, what happened? And this man here done ran my four-wheeler into my entire gate and tore up my...
The brakes stopped working. But I'm gonna tell you, he laughed about it. And I was saying to myself, man, I'm so glad he laughing, because God, rest in peace, Mr. Jake. Again, I said, oh, let me go ahead and tell Lou about this. The four-wheeler messed up and the security gate messed up. I said, Mr. Jake, about how much this gonna cost? He said, oh, Monte, that would be probably about no more than 5,000 to 7,000. 5,000 to 7,000? Man, I went in there and told Ray, and he laughed about it. He cried, like literally tears. That was relieving for me. But just, we laughed a lot, man. We worked hard, but we laughed a lot. And for some people, when you're talking about bringing happiness, remember, it doesn't have to be exotic. It doesn't have to be extraordinary. For me, sometimes having my house clean and my bills paid, that's enough. I'm comfortable. My house clean, the dishes up. And another one for me, Ray, is isolation. I tell people all the time, isolation is not punishment. Now, there was times where I always had to be with somebody. Somebody always had to be coming over to the apartment. I always had to have people around me. But come to find out, I didn't even like myself. But when you start to like yourself and fall in love with yourself, of how God created you, spending time alone, man, brings me happiness. I love my wife. I love my family. But sometimes, man, I just like peace away from everybody. That brings me happiness. It costs me no money. It costs me no stress. None of that. So just remember, as you jotting them down and as you identifying what brings you happiness, what brings you joy, remember, sometimes it's the small things that mean a lot. They certainly matter to me at this point.
Coach, it's as simple. It's so simple, man. I'm telling you, the only reason that I enjoy every second of life is because I'm going to find something to make me laugh or something to make me happy, right? And that's the key that I'm telling everybody out there today. In the world that we're in, we just talked about it the last few weeks, right? The state of the world, the relationships you have, you don't know if, I'm telling you, but when you know, let me tell you something. When you know what you know, when you know the people that you got around you, when you know where your peace comes from, when you know where your happiness comes from, when you know that God is available at any beck and call, when you know these things, boy, let me tell you something, your heart is always smiling. Coach, I'm telling you, every day, my heart finds a different way to smile. Every day I pick up the phone to bless somebody, to call somebody, to give somebody just something they wasn't even expecting.
Even when you're going through your own storm.
Even when I'm going through my own storm.
Yeah.
It's
a true story.
True story.
Yeah. But it bring you happiness. It bring you joy. You could say it and you could quote it, what you do for others, God will do for you. But sometimes if you're really in a rut, man, go out and bless somebody else, man, without looking for something in return. Just go out. It'll change your week. It'll change your month. It'll change your year. Yeah, man.
Get out your own way.
Exactly.
And go bless somebody else.
But keep it simple, man. It's the small things. And remember, money don't bring you happiness. Happiness and money is separate. Like, I know a lot of people with money that's depressed.
Yeah.
So don't associate happiness with money. I'm not saying if you need it, especially with bills, because trust me, I know what it's like not to have the money to get the bills. That's stressful too.
Me too.
But remember,
going back there.
It's those small things that matter. And as I let you go, remember, laughter is so important, man, and the people around you, like you talked about, so much important that it's contagious. Let me prove it to you. You ever been in a situation where you've been around somebody that's laughing, like they laughing like crazy, and you don't even know what they're laughing about? And they laughing so hysterically, all of a sudden you laughing too?
You just got to laugh.
It's contagious. Unfortunately, it's the same way with somebody crying. Absolutely. If you're around somebody sad and they crying, you ain't even got to know what they're crying about. You could just look at them and you could start crying too. So just like we talked about last week, there's a time for everything, but surrounding yourself with those type of people, because you're going to need laughter, you're going to need joy, and you're going to need happiness based off the state of the world we're in order to keep your championship mindset in order.
Bro, that's why I'm glad that me and you are brothers, because you make me laugh so hard. And I won't go into nothing else. I won't tell nothing else. I'll let my thoughts stay with myself right now.
Hey, we have fun too, man. Those that know me, man, they always say, Coach, man, you're hilarious, man. We have fun too, man. It's not this focus all the time. We do have some type of balance going on, man. If it's all work, blood, sweat, and tears, man, and we not laughing, then we not having no medicine for our soul, in addition to feeding it the right nutrients. So, man, get out there and laugh, man. And it's, again, the world is tough. It's sad. Yeah. Don't be selfish. It's self-love.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Absolutely, man. Coach, love you, brother. Be good. The last story I was going to tell, I just tell you privately, because I can't tell it over. Oh my gosh. Rounding up, man. Let me tell you something. It's something, right? But I want to just help you guys out with 3 little things, right? The only place where your dreams become impossible is in your own thinking. That's it. Like, you gotta dream, you gotta smile, you gotta laugh. Like, think about this. A bird doesn't sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song, right? Every day you hear birds chirping and you wonder what they chirping about. They're not worried about where the answer's coming from. They just have a song in their spirit. Listen to this. And I want you to enjoy your week. The way you think, the way you behave, the way you eat can influence your life by 30 to 50 years. Everything you do influences your lifespan. God bless you. If you don't do nothing else this week, challenge yourself this week to jot down these things, but challenge yourself in every moment of a difficult situation or anything you may see on Instagram or Twitter. Smile after you pray about it. Smile, because a lot of these issues are not our issues. God says, I am the believer in the impossible. So all things are possible with him. God bless you. Thank you guys for joining us.